We're all using AI wrong, and if we keep using it the way that we are right now, AI could literally push us backwards on climate progress. This isn't a don't use AI video, this is more so as like a use AI as a power tool rather than as a pacifier video. Because right now, millions of people are using AI for the most pointless of stuff, while the hidden costs are continuing to stack up. Electricity demand, water use, grid strain, and fossil fuel backup. So let's talk about what's happening, and then I'll show you how to use AI the right way, so that it's able to save you time, protects your creativity, and actually aligns with values of sustainability. If you're new here, hello, my name is Alexander Nava. I'm a chemical engineer with Education to Success, and I break down the way sustainability should have been explained from the start. We're talking systems, data, and actual trade-offs. And today we're going to be talking about a topic not many people understand. AI isn't just software, AI is also infrastructure, and infrastructure changes the world. So here's the reality. AI runs on data centers runs on electricity, and electricity demand is rising fast. And we're entering an era where the power demand is continuing to increase faster than the grid can actually keep up. And the grid has a rule. It must be reliable, which means when demand spikes faster than clean energy can be built up, utilities don't have the luxury of waiting. They go with what's fast, and what's fast is usually natural gas. So the risk isn't AI exists, the risk is AI demand collides with bottlenecks. We're talking transition lines, substations, interconnection queues, and the system will respond with fossil backups to prevent any blackouts. That's how we go backwards. People always say just build more renewables, and yes, we should, but here's the problem. Renewable energy isn't the only constraint. The constraint is actually delivery. You can have clean power on paper, but if the transmission isn't there, the substation isn't upgraded, and the interconnection queue is backed up, that clean power doesn't show up where the demand is. Meanwhile, these data centers are like, we need this power right now. And then we have utilities like, we need reliability now. So then the system will lean on peaker plants, more gas capacity, extending coal retirements, and any firm supply that can stabilize the grid. And this is sort of the reason why big tech is starting to explore wild solutions as the grid is tight. So when the richest companies on earth are starting to engineer around grid constraints, you're starting to get the idea that this problem is real. And now here's also another problem not many people talk about. AI actually has a water footprint as well. Many data centers are actually using cooling systems that are using up huge amounts of water. And this can have a huge effect, especially on local communities. So here's a quick gist on how this all works. We have clean, mainly drinking water coming into the cooling system to cool down all the data centers. The water then goes through the cooling system, which in turn makes the water polluted and unusable. And in result, people and communities are starting to push back. They're starting to see the amount of land, water, and power use that are going into AI, and they're not liking what they're seeing. So the question becomes, is AI worth it? And what's the sustainable path? So before I continue, let me be clear. This isn't a guilt trip. One person using AI, or even all of us using AI, isn't going to kill the planet. The problem is scale and actually educating people how to properly use these tools that we've been given. When millions of people are starting to use AI like a replacement for every tiny thought, the demand multiplies and starts to become a problem. That demand translates into more power, more grid stress, more water use, and potentially more fossil generation if we're not careful about all the power we are actually using. So now we get to the real topic. We have all been using AI wrong. And it's not because we're all bad people. It's all really because we haven't been educated and told of the environmental consequences of using AI. And many times for a lot of people, it's like using a chainsaw to slice a loaf of bread. They're deciding to use AI for a 3-second Google search. And now let's talk about another growing issue, which is actually human creativity. There's research that definitely suggests that AI can produce better outputs, but also these outputs are going to be very similar, meaning we're all getting higher scores on tests, but we're getting less originality. Everyone starts to sound the same. A lot of blogs, articles, websites in general are starting to sound the same. Every caption is the same vibe. Every hook has the same structure. And many posts just continue to have the same words. And the dangerous part, people are using AI to replace the part of life that builds their voice. Their thinking, their struggle, creativity, problem solving. They're not just outsourcing a task, they're also outsourcing development. So yes, AI can help you, but if you're using it wrong, it can also flatten you. Now, I'm not anti-AI. I want to be clear that I've actually been using AI tools basically since it's been released to the public. And I also want to be clear that Education to Success has also used AI in video creation and other aspects of our work. But I also want to ensure to you all that we are using AI responsibly. AI can be incredible. AI is helping doctors detect patterns in medical images, such as breast cancer screening, where a new AI model was able to predict a person's risk of developing breast cancer up to 5 years in advance. AI is helping improve detection and identifies risks in ways traditional systems can miss. I don't believe that AI is replacing humans rather than just continuing to push us forward. And that's a big key difference. So the question is not really, is AI good or bad? The question is, when should AI be used? Instead of just a quick Google search or simply doing the task yourself. Here's my framework. It's simple, memorable, and it works. Rule number 1, the 10-second rule. If the answer is a quick fact, use search. If it's something you can solve in 10 seconds, don't outsource your brain. Don't use AI for definitions, basic facts, or even basic tasks, such as, what's the capital of Mexico? Write me a 2-sentence text message to my boss. Rewrite this sentence for me. What's the weather? Rule number 2, the complexity rule. Use AI when the task requires synthesis or structure. AI is great when you have messy notes, many constraints, multiple goals, or complicated decisions. Use it for, turn these notes into an outline I can actually study. Compare these options with pros, cons, and risks. Make me a 3-step plan with a checklist. Summarize this long document for me and extract questions and answers. Help me debug this part of the code and explain exactly what's happening. This is where AI can save you hours. And rule number 3. The reusability test. If AI can produce you something that you'll use 20 times, a template, a script, a system, then it's absolutely worth it. A weekly content pipeline, a budget template, a meal prep and grocery list system, a sustainability checklist for your home. This is where AI truly comes in handy. And rule number 4. The creativity protection rule. Never let AI write your voice from scratch. Use it more like a sparring partner. Some good prompts would be, give me 10 counter arguments to this idea. Find any weak spots in my script. What would an expert in my field criticize? Give me 5 radically different ideas for my project. AI could sharpen your thinking, not replace it, while also giving you additional ideas. And moving on to the final rule, rule number 5, the sustainability use rule. If you care about energy and water, use AI efficiently. Batch all your prompts. One long prompt is better than 20 tiny prompts. Try and stop generating filler images or spam content. Use AI to actually reduce waste in the real world, to reduce purchases, to plan low waste routines, and optimize your decisions using AI. That's the use AI to save energy paradox. The best way to reduce AI's footprint is to actually use AI when it's producing real-world savings. So from now on, don't use AI as a shortcut for thinking. Use it more so like a power tool, for hard tasks, for real leverage, and for systems that you'll actually reuse, for learning fast and creating better decisions. Remember, use AI properly. Do not hurt your creativity, do not hurt your education by using AI to get through all your tasks. Again, this is not a guilt trip video. This is not a we are against AI video. This is more so just educating the public and ensuring people are properly using AI to its fullest potential. And if you want sustainability explained without guilt, without fluff, and with actual real systems, make sure to subscribe to Education to Success. Because in these next videos, we're going to be exposing the stuff that nobody talks about. The trade-offs, the myths, and real moves that actually scale. Remember, AI isn't the enemy, but using it thoughtlessly is. This has been Alexander Nava with Education to Success. I'll be seeing y'all in the next one.